Have you ever pondered the complex network that keeps your body functioning? The intricate system that sends signals from your brain to every part of your body? It's a marvel of nature, a masterpiece of biology, and it's called the nervous system. The nervous system is essentially the body's electrical wiring. It consists of two main parts, the central nervous system or CNS and the peripheral nervous system or PNS. The CNS includes the brain and spinal cord, the command center of the body. It's here where all the vital decisions are made. The PNS, on the other hand, is like the messengers of the body, carrying out the orders from the CNS to every other part of the body. As we delve deeper into the realm of the nervous system, creating a mind map can help us remember and understand the information better. So let's visualize what we learned in Scene 1 with a quick mind map. Visualize a tree. At the root of the tree, we have the nervous system. It branches out into two main parts, the central nervous system, or CNS, and the peripheral nervous system, or PNS. The CNS, represented by the trunk of the tree, is the command center. It includes the brain and spinal cord, making all the vital decisions for the body. The PNS, depicted as the many branches extending from the trunk, is like the messengers of the body. It carries out the orders from the CNS to all parts of the body. Remember, each part of the tree is essential for the overall health and functioning of the tree, just as each part of the nervous system is vital for our bodies. This mind map is just a starting point. As we learn more about the sensory division and neurons in the next scene, we will add more branches to our tree. So let's keep exploring. In the PNS, there's a division called the sensory division. Its main job is to take in information from the environment and relay it back to the CNS. It's thanks to this division that we can sense heat, cold, pain, and other sensations. Now, let's dive deeper into the smallest, yet one of the most crucial parts of the nervous system, the neurons. These are the cells that transmit the signals throughout the body. Each neuron consists of a cell body, dendrites, axons, synapses, and a myelin sheath. The axons carry the signals away from the cell body, while the dendrites receive the signals. The synapses, on the other hand, are the junctions where the signals are transmitted from one neuron to another. And finally, the myelin sheath serves as a protective covering for the axons, ensuring the signals are transmitted smoothly and swiftly. Now, let's give you a visual summary of what we've discussed so far. Imagine a mind map where at the center we have the nervous system. Branching out from it, we have the central nervous system, CNS, and the peripheral nervous system, PNS. From the PNS, we have another branch leading to the sensory division. This division's role is to receive information from the environment and relay it back to the CNS. Now imagine another branch sprouting from the nervous system, labeled neurons. From this, we have several offshoots representing the different parts of a neuron. We have the cell body, dendrites that receive signals, and axons that carry the signals away from the cell body. We also have synapses, the junctions where signals are transmitted from one neuron to another, and the myelin sheath, which serves as a protective covering for the axons, ensuring smooth and swift signal transmission. This mind map is a simplified representation of the complex system that is our nervous system. In the next scene, we will delve into the different types of neurons, adding more layers to our understanding. Now, when it comes to the types of neurons, we have different classifications. Based on structure, we have multipolar, bipolar, and unipolar neurons. Multipolar neurons, commonly found in the CNS, transmit motor signals and process information. Bipolar neurons associated with sensory functions can be found in the retina of the eye and the olfactory epithelium in the nose. Unipolar neurons, primarily sensory neurons, are found in sensory ganglia. Functionally, we classify neurons into sensory, motor, and interneurons. Sensory neurons transmit sensory information from receptors to the CNS, while motor neurons carry signals from the CNS to muscles and glands. Interneurons act as connectors or relays between sensory and motor neurons, facilitating communication within neural circuits. Neurons can also be classified based on their location: central neurons found within the brain and spinal cord, and peripheral neurons located outside the brain and spinal cord. Finally, neurons can be classified based on the neurotransmitter they primarily release. Cholinergic neurons release acetylcholine, Adrenergic neurons release norepinephrine, dopaminergic neurons release dopamine, serotonergic neurons release serotonin, and GABAergic neurons release gamma-aminobutyric acid. As we delve into the classification of neurons, let's summarize everything in a comprehensive mind map. Imagine a tree in your mind. The trunk represents the neuron, the fundamental unit of the nervous system. The branches represent the different classifications of neurons. The first set of branches represents structural classification, splitting into multipolar, bipolar, and unipolar neurons. A sub-branch from each of these nodes details their functions and locations in the body. The second set of branches signifies functional classification, further dividing into sensory, motor, and interneurons. Each of these branches extends further to explain their specific roles. The third set of branches represents location-based classification, branching off into central and peripheral neurons. The fourth set of branches represents classification based on neurotransmitter release, splitting into cholinergic, adrenergic, dopaminergic, serotonergic, and GABAergic neurons. Each branch ends with a leaf, symbolizing the unique neurotransmitter released by each neuron type. This mind map will help you visualize the complexity and diversity of neurons, the building blocks of our nervous system. In a nutshell, the nervous system is a vast, complex network of neurons that connects every part of the body to the brain. It's responsible for everything from sensing a hot cup of coffee to running from danger. It's the body's electrical wiring, transmitting signals at lightning speed, helping us navigate and respond to our environment. It's truly a marvel of biological engineering. Our voiceover begins. As we have seen, the nervous system is a marvel of biological engineering. Let's summarize what we've learned in a mind map. At the center, we have the nervous system. Branching out from this, we have two primary divisions: central nervous system and peripheral nervous system. The central nervous system further divides into brain and spinal cord. Here, the brain is responsible for processing information and controlling most functions of the body and mind, while the spinal cord is the pathway for messages sent by the brain to the body and vice versa. Moving to the peripheral nervous system, it branches into sensory division and motor division. The sensory division carries signals from various receptors to the CNS, and the motor division carries signals from the CNS to gland and muscle cells that carry out the body's responses. Lastly, we have neurons, the fundamental units of the brain and nervous system, responsible for receiving sensory input from the external world, sending motor commands to our muscles, and transforming and relaying the electrical signals at every step in between. Each of these components plays a vital role in how we perceive and interact with the world around us, making the nervous system a truly remarkable marvel of nature.